Hey, what's up, man?
Shh.
What did I do? What? Okay. What?
Shh. Dude.
What?
Don't wake Daddy.
Why is that being brought up? I don't understand.
All right, so Don't Wake Daddy. We talk about him
Yeah, they're our best friends.
relentlessly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're our little brothers. You know what I mean?
The second best podcast to
Coming out of Lake County. Yeah, exactly. That's what I always say. And you know where else I said that?
Where?
On the mic, in a room with the Don't Wake Daddy boys.
Oh shit! You recorded an episode?
I sure did. They had you on, and it was so good.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had a blast. We love those guys.
Well, of course, and like the 12 minutes of it that I could stomach, that I could get through before I inevitably had to turn it off, was so good, dude. Jordan.
That's all we were hoping for. I remember they said 10 to 12 minutes is all they really wanted.
So good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you're always good for 10 to 12.
Yeah,
and I mean, they really enjoyed it, but they were like, I think we need Big Daddy himself. You know?
Oh, that's you? Okay,
this
is getting weird all of a sudden.
They woke me. All right,
okay.
I was awoken. So yeah, this week their episode is coming out. The first one in their spooky series.
Oh,
their October spooky.
That's cool.
And it's me. I'm gonna be on the episode with them.
Dude, I can't wait to hear it. Honestly, I can't wait to like destroy you. After the fact, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like listen, critique, write a report.
Sure.
Get it peer reviewed, and then just submit it to you, and then watch you just crumble to the ground.
I feel like that's what everyone said before they fought Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, and then they just couldn't fucking hit him. You know?
Yeah.
So
no, I can't wait to listen. It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited too to finally for our podcast put a good foot forward, you know. I'm sorry.
Whenever I listen to the Don't Wake Daddy, I have a small part of me that's like, I know them. Like, it's so stupid,
every single time.
It is funny to me. And now with you on, I'll be like, I know him too.
Exactly.
It's just so stupid, but I
listen,
enjoy it. It's a
Scott,
fucking fun ass show, man. Yeah.
Scott Eikenberry?
Yeah.
He's definitely the bad boy, dude.
Oh,
he's definitely the bad boy. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys
check it out.
The judge. Check it out. It comes out
on Wednesday.
Yep. In the morning, wherever you get your podcasts.
Absolutely.
Literally wherever. Fucking
check them out.
Some apps you never even fucking heard of. Deezer. What the fuck is Deezer?
These nuts.
Anyway, yeah, check them out.
Yeah,
they're awesome.
check them out.
Robbie had
listen
a really
to our
time.
episode on Wednesday first, though, for sure.
Yeah,
It's got to go in the order of the hierarchy. You know what I mean?
It could, but honestly, at this point, like I feel like I've tried so hard to get people to listen that maybe there's like a George Costanza thing where we can just do the opposite of what we want, and maybe it'll come back tenfold. I don't understand. So don't watch our episode. Don't even listen to it.
Fuck you guys.
But definitely listen to Don't Wake Daddy on this Wednesday. Robbie is playing. What was the game again?
13 Dead End Drive.
No one's ever heard of that, but it's
super
a hilarious, awesome game. So
yeah. All right. Well, yeah. You guys suck. We hate you. Don't listen to our podcast and stay tuned because we're about to start.
Let's start the show.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
I feel like when she tells me that it's recording, it's like when my mom is riding in the passenger seat and we're coming up to cars with their brake lights on and she's like, brake. I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it, you old bitch.
I think that's just the way passengers are that are female.
What? I wasn't gonna.
I'm just thinking because
sexist.
Most women that I've driven with are like, Steph will freak out, and it's like annoying, but she always claims that she's scared of other cars, which I think is legit. But it's like, shut your eyes. I don't know what to tell you.
Sit in the fucking back seat, maybe.
And because I am an asshole.
Yeah. Oh God. Here we go.
I will sometimes I will just make it worse, which makes it funnier, but also terrible for me.
You hit the brakes a little late.
Or I'll just like look at her and she'll be like, "Don't look at me," and I'll be like, "Babe, I just need you to look at me," and she'll be like, "Don't look at me." And I'm like,
you Paul Walker her ass.
Not even really.
Don't complete it. Don't really Paul Walker.
No, she'll be like, "Get your hands on the wheels," and I'd be like, "Do you remember patty cake?" I remember that.
Yeah,
I just fucking do anything that I have to take my hands off the wheel, and she does not have a sense of humor, but it is kind of funny. So
my niece today was like, "Go to sleep," so I did the whole like, so I could still see, and like after a second, I'm like, I'm pretty comfy, so I'd wake up and she'd be like, "Go to sleep," and I'm like, "Listen, I get it, you're 3, but I will brake check your ass. All right, don't fuck with me."
What are you drinking there? What is that?
The bubbly. Remember the bubbly bounce? I brought them back.
I do remember. Caffeinated
sparkling water, blood orange grapefruit. So yeah, tastes like a grapefruit farted in my water. So good. Love it.
That's good. I got a little Mountain Dew Zero Frostbite. It's like blue. I don't even really know what flavor it is, but I think Mountain Dew is the only fucking soda company that like even has a drawing board.
Yeah.
Like,
Coke's just like, we figured it out already.
We did cherry and vanilla. How dare you fucking
yeah.
Okay, we'll do the zero thing, whatever.
Good enough.
We get it. But yeah, Mountain Dew's like, we don't want to settle. And that's I can respect that.
Yeah. Coke was just like, we have Coke Zero, we could do Coke Zero Sugar. Same fucking drink, we'll just slap a different name on it. No one will know.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Mountain Dew, when Mountain Dew Code Red came out, I was probably like 10 maybe.
Yeah.
And I legit, this sounds, I don't know, everything we say sounds ridiculous, but
yeah.
I have ridiculous thoughts my whole life. So
yeah.
I remember seeing Code Red, and I remember for sure being like, they can make other sodas? Prior to that, my entire life was like root beer, Dr. Pepper, cola, boom.
Yeah.
Maybe Sprite, something like 7-Up. That was it. But then Code Red came around, and it tasted like a cherry medicine.
Just fucking delicious toxin.
Whatever it was. I think it was just like in love with like the red color. I don't know.
Yeah. Every now and then, even like this past week, my back's been hurting, remember, from last episode?
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe it's my kidneys. And then I'm like, it was all that Code Red. You know, it's like I drank way too much Mountain Dew as a kid. And I knew growing up, I was like, and you have had the same thought, but you did it the right way, where you're the what if happens and I'm the proof. I drink so much and so fast that I was like, someday when I drink, I'm going to be in trouble, right? Mm-hmm. And you've said that. You're like, I drink so much, I'm afraid. And yeah, it's a fucking problem, dude. Every time I drink, I don't drink often, but when I drink, I'm like, oh, what's that? A gallon of fucking Everclear mixed with rat poison? Bottoms up, bitch. Let's do it.
Do you remember a couple, like probably 15 years ago, they came out with those like little tiny soda cans. Like they were super tiny. I remember seeing those as like a 15-year-old, and I was like, what the fuck are those for? Like, normal 11 ounce, whatever the fuck is it, 12 ounce is it?
12.
Whatever this can is, I can drink it in 4.5 seconds if I wanted to. Like, legit.
When is 12 ounces too much? Like, when has that ever been a problem?
I think that those little cans were only meant for my grandma, because like she would buy them, and I'd be like, Grandma, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I don't finish another can. And I'm like, that's because you're a quitter.
You're a quitter, Grandma.
What's wrong with you?
Literally, like, I could crush a whole 8-pack, dude. I think they come in 8s. And I could crush the whole goddamn thing.
Honestly, if you poured it into one cup, it would be like a big gulp, and I'd be like, "I'll have 3, please." I don't understand. Anyway, this is probably why I pee for fucking 90 fucking seconds every single time, and I'm just standing there and I'm bored.
Yeah, it makes it even more. You should just start sitting down for sure. Do you ever sit and pee?
Have I? Yes. Is it wonderful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. Would you do it again? For sure.
Yes, for sure. Anyway, hey, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back to the episode.
We're back. I don't know if
we're
you
two
know
fucking idiots. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. I think I just gave myself a concussion doing that.
I'm not gonna do a concussion shake. I don't know what you just did.
looking back on those years in like first rule of Fight Club,
dude.
When I used to get a fucking migraine every show. We'd go to Denny's and I'd be like, I just need some orange juice in like 21 minutes and I'll be fine.
And they're like, a gallon? And you're like, yeah, that should be enough.
Yeah, that should be good. Give me like 8 7-ounce cans would be just the perfect amount.
Yeah.
But I guarantee it's because I gave myself whiplash because I didn't grow up headbanging, dude. It's not.
Yeah.
I played lineman. Like
I've seen like too many science shows, like MythBusters, that type of thing, where they like explain what a concussion is, and I'm obviously super smart, so I'm pretty sure it's like when your brain like touches the inside of your skull.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh yeah.
But then whenever I see like an analog of what a brain is, it's always like Jell-O, and they're like, "Yep, this is what a brain looks like," and I'm like, if I nod too vigorously, it's going to fucking like what? Yeah, like
you've been walking around with tight shoulders your whole life.
I feel like like headbanging for sure, but like just overall in your life, how many times have you sat down on a pillow too hard or something? You know what I mean? Like, am I just concussed all the time? I don't know.
You ever jerk it too hard and get a headache?
I've gotten like a lockjaw before. No, I'm just kidding.
There was like a week in my life, and this was when I was at my fattest, and I think this is when I realized I need to start losing weight, which is I was going to say I could never say this to anyone, but I mean, millions are going to hear it. But like there was like a week and a half of my life that every time I jerked off, I would get this shooting pain like right above my left eye. I'd have a horrible headache. Yeah. I like had to call in sick to work one day because I was just like jerked it before work. I had an extra 2.5 minutes, and I got like a migraine, and I was like, it's got to be my blood pressure. I got to start losing weight too, just so I can jerk it again.
I'm sure you've been there before where there's like not even a medical emergency, but just something that you're like, that hasn't always happened.
Yeah.
Better just hope that goes away in a week.
Seriously. It did. So
I knew a guy once at work who was like a big boy, like
say a big masturbation fan.
No.
So just a thickie with a couple extra C's.
Just a really big guy, and man, he was an older guy, and watching him walk, was painful to watch. It was just like, man, I feel so fucking like he just looked like he wasn't enjoying his life, and I'm sure he's fine now. You know, I don't know what he's doing, but
have you heard about him recently?
I don't live there anymore. So, but I at that moment was like, thank you, knees, for not hurting while I'm walking. Like I don't know if we all just need to kind of collectively, you know, the next season we're gonna be in is like Thanksgiving. We all just need to be thankful for the pain we don't experience at all times, because I think it's coming, dude. I just feel like when we turn like 40, 45, we're just gonna get up and it's gonna sound like, you know, popcorn in a microwave. Our knees are just gonna be like pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I don't want to.
After the wedding, I could barely get up and down the stairs, and it was like every time I walked down the stairs, it felt like my knee was gonna fall apart, and I was gonna tear an ACL. And it was a taste of the future. Like, I'm for sure going to have arthritis, but it's up to me how bad it's going to be. I got to drop some pounds, bro.
Now that you mentioned the wedding, I remember our wedding, not you and I.
Yours and mine?
Steph and I's wedding. My feet, I was in so much fucking pain, dude. I danced the fucking night away. I had a great time. But the next morning, I literally had like a panic attack. Like I couldn't stand up because my feet hurt so fucking bad. And then eventually I got it going. But I was still so uncomfortable that people were like, yeah, you should have changed your shoes. And I was like, I was in a suit, and I didn't really want to like David Letterman it with like, you know, gym shoes. In retrospect,
Balance.
Maybe I should have.
You should have brought your slides for sure.
Well, that's what I was wearing, I think, the next day, because those are super comfortable. I'm wearing them right now. And yeah, man, I just remember being like this. I seriously hurt myself, I think. And just from the dancing and standing all day and stuff. And then, you know, they fucking play like House of Pain Jump. And it's like, Are you not gonna jump? Of course you're gonna jump, like,
dude. I mean, yeah, that was that literal song was my downfall in the middle of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
it's like it was a big deal. I feel like if Chris Graham, led by Chris Graham, if I could take my shirt off, you could have put on some flips, you know.
Yeah.
And I always, you know what I always say, nips out, slips out, dude. You know what I mean? So
that's funny, man. Hey, we didn't even mention. We didn't even mention the show. We suck at that now.
We
have
like
too much to
talking.
say immediately. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's episode 51.
51.
Wow.
And it's what is it? What is 51?
Prime
number? I don't know. Maybe not.
It might be. 51's good.
Who fucking knows?
You and I each kind of had someone for this for our own reasons. So I'll throw one out first.
Yeah.
I figured Dick Buttkiss.
Yep.
You're right. Worst name.
The most unfortunate fucking name you could ever have.
No wonder he was so tough, dude. It's like Boy Named Sue. His whole life he was just fucking people up for making fun of his last name.
Boy named Dick Buttkiss.
Buttkiss,
What the fuck?
Yeah, take it around. Dick, at least it wasn't Butt Dick Kiss, because that would have been way worse, dude.
Honestly, any other like combination would have been just
Kiss
as bad,
Butt
though.
Dick. Really. Dick Butt? I don't know.
Butt Dick Kiss? Anyway.
He holds a pretty special place in my heart because the first year I ever played football, I kind of started late and they put me on a random team, and like one of like 3 jerseys left was 51, and my dad was like, yo, be like Dick Buttkiss. And I was like, if you think if I'm gonna start any snap not in a 3 or 4 point stance, like I'm a lineman, I'm not gonna be playing linebacker. Sure. I can't run the ball. And but it always stuck with me, and so just him being tough, it just made me feel tough.
Sure.
And he fucking bit a center's leg, dude. In the game. Might have been disproven. I'm going to choose to ignore that fact.
Yeah. Well, back then their face masks were like 1 bar, and it was made out of like plastic. Like it wasn't even fucking a metal rod or anything. It was just
seriously. He's just hungry. He just wanted a quick bite.
Knows.
So,
yeah.
And us centers have some pretty meaty calves. So you know how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know much about him. Obviously, he played way before we were alive.
Yeah. Back when Super Bowls were won, and
if he played now, I feel like he would be a social media star. I feel like it would just be like hashtag Buttkiss.
Yeah,
and there would be like a TikTok dance devoted to him.
Kiss my butt kiss.
Yeah. Anyway, the guy I wanted to choose is the big unit himself, Randy Johnson.
Yeah, another a Randy Johnson like.
I didn't even think about that. That
Me neither
is true.
right now.
That is true. Dude, he was a fucking monster. Like,
seriously.
But I was left-handed. I mean, I still am, but of course I was like interested in him.
Switch. Yeah,
and like he would like throw sidearm and shit and just be fucking nasty, and he had like a fucking porn Joe Dirt stash, like
and his fucking mullet. I think.
He just looked so weird. But I remember I wanted to like be like him, so I used to throw like sidearm all the time. And my dad was like, "Stop throwing sidearm! Like you need
what are you
to
a
fucking
Diamondback? What was he?
Well, he started as a Mariner, and then he went to the Diamondbacks. I'm sure he played for like 5 other teams. I can't remember.
Made a bunch of money.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, I believe. He's a fucking monster. But yeah, I used to throw sidearm, and I used to just like deny it. And then one day my dad brought out like his fucking RCA video camcorder and went to like center field and like recorded me. No. Basically like the same view you would see on TV, from the outfield. And literally like I was like, Dad, I throw over the top, and I was like submarine pitching. Like I was just ridiculous. And like I'm pretty sure the whole time my dad was like videoing, and he was like, yep, I got you real good. Like
you little fucking prick,
like
I'm gonna get your ass.
Private eye. Like he got me. Of course I was like, I mean the evidence. It's fake news. It's fake news. It's fake. It wasn't me.
I'm the best over-the-top thrower in the history of over-the-tops.
Yeah, not good.
But
not dude, great. Remember when he blew up that bird back in the day?
My God, dude. That's the craziest video in the history of videos.
That'll never happen again. And the only unfortunate part to me is that it happened in like 96. So the fucking video quality is horrible.
Not great. If we had the HD videos of today, we could see how many feathers were left in that bird.
Oh my God, dude.
Not many. Not many at all.
I think it counted as a ball, I believe, as well.
Well, what do?
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was like
it didn't even get to
three.
The plate.
Like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Seriously.
I
feel like if I'm that batter, I'm like, I'm just going to I'm gonna sit this one out. That's fucking terrifying.
I like the idea of that bird's friend being like, yeah, fly right in front of him. It'll be funny. Then when he blows up, he's like, Larry!
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God.
He's like, I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the sports segment of the podcast.
Not so. Yeah, one of them.
We can go off on tangents because this is our pod, so we can do whatever we want.
We can do what. Listen, we're strong, independent women. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, if we were hot women, dude, this podcast would be just a raging success.
It would be like Call Her Daddy 2.
Well, I don't even. That Alex from Call Her Daddy's a fucking shark in the water. She is, and I mean that as a compliment. She's a badass.
I don't know them enough, but all I know is that, like, this is gonna sound so sexist, but
ooh, I can't wait to hear it. Please,
if you're a good-looking girl and your ability to like talk vulgarly, you're immediately above the rest. Like,
oh yeah. And we're not saying that to take away from beautiful women that are also talented. It's just must be nice to start on second base.
Yeah, like most comedian girls that you know, Liza Schlesinger, Whitney Cummings, all the ones that are kind of popular, they do have this like dirty aspect of their like career.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be lying if I wasn't like sort of intrigued by it, but it does seem unfair because we've talked about jerking off so many times on this pod that it's like it's not helping our careers.
Yeah, that's true because no one looks at us and is like, man, I hope they masturbate. Like no one's wondering about that. You know,
I mean, they know you lost your hair, so they were like, we know something had to contribute. I feel like just something like that probably would have contributed. First of all, thank you for that, Jordan. I just want to say thank you so much for that.
But I want to follow that up with
frostbite.
Sorry. Is your tongue on ice, Jordan?
No, there's like a shark in it. I don't understand.
Oh, in the can.
A cold shark.
Alex from Call Her Daddy?
Yeah.
But if how many times I've jerked off in my life and it's, oh my God. Like I couldn't put a number on it, Yeah. I was at a party when I was like 12 and someone was like, you jerk off, right? And I was like, yeah, I have touched it. And they're like, no, and I went home the next morning and my life changed. So thank you, Liam, for mentioning it. But when I look back on it, if it's like, that's why I lost all my hair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a single thing, bro.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Not a single second. Yep.
You got to learn to love yourself first, and that's, I think we've all been down that road.
Exactly. You don't need anybody else. I love me.
I don't know.
There's a pop song about masturbation by and no one knows. Well, I guess they might know now, but when it came out, I'm like, she's talking about flicking her skittle right now, right?
There's a lot of songs that are like not even that good at hiding that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
there's that one that's like my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Okay, I don't like that you like plosively said it. You're like,
pussy. Dude, I've never licked a booty hole personally. You're married, so you don't have to answer. You don't have to.
I mean, it's not the wrong hole. I'm playing golf with those guys tomorrow too.
Uh-oh.
And I'm just gonna fit in, So God
like, man, my dick smells like shit today, guys. P.U.
Yeah. Oh God, man. No, I'm hoping to represent myself better.
You should go racist this week. Last week was inappropriate. This week, racist.
Man, do you remember? Do you remember the most funniest racist joke I've ever heard in my life was told to us by a 95-year-old lady?
Yeah. Do you remember it?
I do remember it because I remember I told it to somebody as a joke, obviously, and then they were like, "Oh, you got to tell my friend Rick. You got to tell my friend Barry." And I was like, "I don't want to be the guy that's just like the guy that knows this joke."
They're like, "You got to tell my friend Cletus. Tell my friend John."
It's not even that funny. The joke goes, "What do black men and Christmas trees have in common?" And Robbie and I are looking at each other like, where the fuck is this going?
Yeah.
Like,
who was this? Who said it?
It was one of the people that we used to work with.
Oh, yeah. So an adult with disabilities.
Yes.
About 95 years old.
Literally old. She was like the sweetest old lady. She told us that she just like, we didn't even ask her, "Hey, Blanche, do you know any fucking offensive jokes?"
Yeah.
She just quickly said it one day, and Robbie and I are both like, what? Black people colored, like
Christmas tree?
Black people Christmas trees?
Yeah.
And then we're like, how are they the same? And she was like, colored balls.
Oh, my.
And Robbie and I were both like, what the fuck?
Like, where did that come from? Oh, jeez.
It was funny, but I just...
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember I reiterated that to somebody one time because I thought they would get a kick out of it. Like, I got a kick out of it. And then, yeah, it just was the guy that was repeating that all night. It was really fucking fun.
Dude, hilarious. That's ridiculous. I forgot about that. I think we were just, like, probably fucking around at work, not doing our jobs, eating salad.
Yeah.
And, she just dropped that bomb on us, and I'm just so grateful, you know?
Yeah. How's your back doing today?
Feels better.
Yeah.
I actually had a really nice day today. Sawyer got out early, so I just pieced out of work early. It was like we had done most of the work of the day anyway, so my boss was like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." Yeah. And so
I don't know what that's like.
I know, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, honestly.
My boss is going on vacation next week for the entire week, so I'll just peace out. I'll live there, I think.
I'll pray for you. All right. I just I'm so sorry to hear that. But I got him and we went to the pumpkin farm, which was so fun for fucking 4.5 hours. I don't think I sat down except for maybe 1 second to put my...
What pumpkin farm?
Out by my sister out in Boone County. I don't even know the name of it.
Okay.
Through my tears, I just couldn't even see it from just having to be there so long. But it was really nice. The kids had a blast. Sawyer's like the best kid ever. We got into some super deep conversation on the way home. We started talking about bullies. At one point, he was like, what was the scariest moment of your life?
He does ask some weird-ass questions.
Some crazy-ass questions. So I told him, and then he was like, well, what was the best day of your life? And I was like, Soy, you know. It was that first time right before you were conceived that your mom said she wasn't pregnant. Like, that was the best day of my life. No, I didn't say that because it's not true, obviously. But I said, the day you were born, got to let them know I love them.
Yeah.
No daddy issues over here, which, I mean,
like,
boring.
Dad, how did the universe exist? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Seriously.
That's a deep question. He's like, what are your thoughts on relativity?
I don't get it.
I don't know, man.
He's actually in advanced reading. He got a note sent home. Because I haven't come
too good.
Literally in school, they're like for an hour a week, he's gonna go read hard books with other smart kids or whatever.
Nice.
Which I did in like 3rd grade, not in 1st grade.
I don't think I ever did that ever.
We know. We I think everybody listening knew that.
I had a group of friends in basically in high school. It was like a set of friends who were fucking so much smarter than me. But I always say this as a joke. I told this to somebody this week, actually. Like, they were the nicest group of kids.
Yeah.
I loved hanging out with them. There was zero chance we were ever going to get arrested.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, ooh, we played ping pong too late. Like, it was just that's who I am. I just...
Oh, no, the chipmunk has pneumonia, you know?
Yeah. I liked hanging out with those kids, but I liked it for a lot of reasons. I was the fucking Johnny Depp of that group.
Oh,
because I wore like DC shoes and like I sometimes didn't curve my bill of my hat. And they were just like, that guy, he's one of a kind.
Oh, yeah. They're like, wow. I almost couldn't see him because my glasses cracked in half. Thank God I had this white tape on hand to put them back together.
They were like, Jordan eats cookies before dinner. What? Like,
he doesn't even wear anything to protect his pens. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I love those people, but
yeah.
I was definitely the badass of that group, and I was so not.
The only time in your life, probably, that you could say
probably.
That. So
it set me up for a lot of success.
Yeah, definitely not when we're together, because I'm a certified badass, as you can tell by the.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Do you get questions about that in your life?
Every now and then, like someone will comment on one of the YouTube videos, maybe once of our podcast, and was like, "Painted nails, really?" But here and there, I'll get it, and I'm just like, I'm trying not to bite my nails, which is going awesome. Yeah. I know that doesn't look impressive now that I'm looking at it on camera.
Yeah,
but I've been thinking about taking up a new hobby, if you know what I mean, with this pinky nail. All right, never done it before. So.
If I were you, I would just make up a terrible reason to have them. Like if you ever got asked in public, just come up with like it's a domestic violence awareness month or something like that. Just say something that's like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't ask people. I fucking hate when people ask me about anything in my life.
Anything. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, just quit it. You don't know why I have the things that I want to do in my life. It could be horrible.
Oh yeah.
You're going to learn one day.
we were out in Boone County too, and I mean, you can judge by the name that a guy with fingernail polish probably isn't their favorite. But you know what? I'm starting to kind of like it. I'm getting used to it. And I think that if anyone ever were to like outwardly make fun of me for it, I would just freak the fuck out, because who knows? I mean, goes back to our golf fighting story, right? Yeah. If I just start screaming and get way too aggressive, people are going to be like, oh shit. And they're never going to talk to anyone ever again like that. Hopefully.
Seriously. So I don't drink on purpose. I just don't like it. It's expensive. It's fucking gross. It's poison, technically.
Sure.
And
Square.
there's a lot of reasons, right?
Yeah.
People
loser.
always ask me, and those are the real reasons. I just don't like it.
You're lame.
Yeah.
What?
It's
like, because you don't like it.
But I'm always tempted to be like, I T-boned a school bus one time after. You know what I mean? Just say something like so horrible that people are like, I should not ask inappropriate things.
I killed 11 kids, but I got off on a technicality, so I changed my life.
Exactly. I don't like answering questions that I think at some point they're going to get an answer that like is horrible, and then makes somebody relive that trauma in their life. I don't want to do it.
You're helping them out by not actually being heartbroken.
Yeah. No, I just
it's too good.
I don't like it. Somebody this week actually was like, "What do you do then?" And I was like, she was like, "Do you smoke?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Vape?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Do you don't drink?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Nap." Like,
yell at my wife? Like, what do you...
I was like, get overly angry when my dogs bark for some reason. Like, I don't know.
That's your drug, dude. It's just screaming, Elvis!
Dude, I think Steph and I were talking about this because I told her that story, and she's like, what's something that you can, like, you know, have an outlet for? And I think it's meaningless creativity.
Yeah.
Because drawing that fucking picture that came out is cool for the 6 people that are going to see it, right? I spent all fucking Sunday drawing that goddamn thing, and it was like I was so happy. And it's like
I'm
that
so glad you did.
It doesn't matter.
So fucking good, dude.
But Steph, like, she gives me ideas, and I'm like, yeah, why don't we add pumpkins to this? And like I just before you know it, it's midnight, and I'm like, why the fuck am I investing all this time in this?
Did I need
thing?
31 pumpkins? Like I could have put in 3. It would have been fine for sure.
Yeah. No, I that's what I get off on. I don't know. I don't know what to really call it, but
like literally, you had to clean up the iPad afterwards, or
meaningless creativity. I will sink my fucking teeth into and just be gone for the entire week. Like,
do you remember when I almost got into a fist fight with your father-in-law because he tried to take my favorite hat and fold it. You remember that?
I don't know if he's really going to, but I do remember him mentioning many times that you needed to bend your bill or whatever the fuck he said.
He reached for it, and there was a split second where I was like, how important is Steph to Jordan? You know what I mean? Like, I'm got to decide right now how I'm going to handle this.
For sure.
I played it off cool. I played it off chill.
Yeah, we were at like a Blackhawks game, I believe.
Yeah. And then I think, stopped back at Mason's. We had a drink or something. Well, you didn't. You're a fucking loser, but
yeah, no.
But I was ready to kick to the gut, and when he hunched over, just like, I was
Stone Cold stutter him.
Ow! I hurt my elbow. My elbow.
That's not good.
But yeah, I would have jumped off the top rope for sure.
So your outlet is almost fighting people.
Yes. And then thinking about it later.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned the nails thing. A couple times I've been like, what if like some douche? Because I'll go to serve a table and you look at them first when they sit down and you're kind of like, oh shit, are they gonna be cool? Are they gonna be dicks?
Sure.
And I'm like, if they say anything about my nails, I'm gonna fuck their ass up. I'm gonna beat their ass in front of their girlfriend.
I'm gonna frisbee toss this tray of apps right in their face.
Yeah, literally. Hey, they're already sitting in the booth. I've got an advantage. I'll pin them with the table. They're not going anywhere. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's not good.
But yeah. But anyways, that's my week. How's your week been? Lots of work as usual?
Yeah. Lots of work. We went to a Reno Aces game
again
yesterday.
Nice.
It was a 6:05 start.
Okay.
And so we get out of work, and I have this thing in my life where if I stop moving after work, I am useless for at least a couple of hours. Like
you're a push start. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just so tired, and like by the time I like change my clothes, the first thing if I sit down, if I poop, I'm done. Like it's just I know that, and I know that I've disappointed Steph so much in my life because of that. Like,
yeah,
I talk such a big game at fucking 9 a.m. I'm like, yeah, let's go hot air ballooning after work. Why not? And let's fucking go hiking. And like, I have all these ideas, and then by the time 4 or 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, I'm not feeling good. Like it's just not tired. Yeah, it's not good. And she's so accommodating, but I feel like she hates it. So this time I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking just stay moving. I'm gonna get home, change my clothes. We're gonna go right away. Just get there. So we go there. It's about a 15-minute drive from here. It's not a big deal.
Not bad.
Park in the parking lot. We're walking up to the fucking gate. I'm excited for some fucking nachos and just a fucking, you know, we're probably not going to stay the whole time, which is like, who cares? We don't fucking care about the Aces.
Yeah.
We get all the way to the fucking like parking lot gate basically, and this guy's like, game's canceled. And I was like, for what? And he's like, COVID. And I'm like, everybody's got. I have COVID. Yeah. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Classic Reno accent, though. That guy. He's a hometown boy.
Yeah. Sure. He was like COVID, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go to Twitter. Literally 30 seconds after, or right after I looked it up, they made like a Twitter, you know, announcement or whatever on their feed, and I was like, well, what do we do now? Like, I don't know what to do. So that's basically all we did this whole week was just go to an almost baseball game.
And then you came home. Yeah. You talked a big game, like you're about to get it. And then you guys started working on it. And 2 minutes later, you were like, game's canceled. You know, we're canceled. Bottom of the ninth. Sorry, I didn't warn you about that third out there. But
no, yeah, that's dude. Basically just work and work.
It is Friday, if anyone's wondering.
It is Friday, yeah.
I don't know if people are tired of hearing it, but I'm a fucking sleepy ass boy, dude. I cannot stay awake. And so I wanted to formally apologize to the fans and I guess Jordan, whatever. But yeah, dude, same thing. If my head hits that pillow, and that's the only way I can get Sawyer to sleep is if I'm like laying next to him in the bed. And once my head hits that pillow, it's like next thing it's 5:45 in the morning and I'm waking up. I can't. I got to figure something out.
I get it. But yeah, just like you need like your mom to wake you up or something.
I know. Like, she's already asleep at 8:05. You know what I mean?
Fuck?
And I've like thought about drinking an energy drink, but I'd have to drink it at like 5:30, or I'm not going to bed at all. You know.
No, it's cool. We're here. It's Friday.
Yeah.
And it's time for fucking idiot of the week.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's time for our fucking idiots.
Oh yeah.
I got one because that's the assignment.
You want to steal the assignment?
Yeah.
I'll
go first if you got a good one. I don't know.
I got a decent one. I mean, I might cry, but that's nothing new. So,
right, well, let's end with that then. So I'll go first.
You go first. Let's hear it.
My fucking idiots are two people. Start off with one guy. His name's Reed Alexander.
Oh,
he's from Kokomo, Indiana. Which, who knew that was a town in Indiana?
Is that what that song's about?
I think so.
Kokomo, Indiana?
I think so. At 17, he was diagnosed with kidney disease.
Good.
Which I'm not 100% sure what they do. I know it like filters your pee or something. I don't know
I think it,
exactly how it works. Anyway,
helps you be healthy.
Wasn't working properly. They told him, hey, you're going to need a fucking, replacement at some point. So they put him on a list. But, he's 17 at the time. He grows up a little bit later. He doesn't want to let that affect him. So what does he do? He joins Tinder. And he's pretty outspoken. He tells people, hey, by the way, I got a fucking thing.
My kidneys don't work, but my dick sure does.
Yeah, for sure. So he finds a boyfriend named Rafael Diaz.
Rafi, what up, babe?
They kick it off, right? They hit it off. They're two peas in a pod.
Yep.
He tells him about his kidney thing. He's like, "Hey, I'm an organ donor. Like, maybe I would be a match." So they do some tests. They figure it out. He then donates his fucking one of his kidneys to his partner, right?
Yeah.
And they fucking live happily ever after because of that. So like, he joins Tinder for probably just like a hookup. Honestly, he's gonna die soon. Who knows? I don't know. And then not only finds like a love interest, but like a guy who's packing more than what he's packing. Like he's
more than a couple kidneys in there.
I thought it was a cool cool story. Definitely something that I think should happen a lot more.
Yeah.
And I got a great idea. That we can make $1 bazillion.
Let's hear it.
I'm not sure. Does Tinder make money? I don't even know. Probably, right?
Why else does anyone do anything? It's got to be. Yeah.
That's true.
I'd never paid for it. That's for sure.
We're
$7.99 a month. What?
We're gonna come up with an app called Organ, and it's just gonna be for organ donors, but also, hey, you might like the person as well.
Yeah. If it works out, you fuck each other. It's fine.
Yeah,
and literally not a bad idea.
I was thinking, like, why wouldn't you just put your blood type in the fucking bio?
Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, I don't know, you seem cool. Do you want to live longer?
You want to chill and maybe live?
I got an extra appendix or whatever you need. I don't know.
Literally, the fucking blowjob that Reed gave Rafi when he after his 6 weeks of bed rest.
That's probably the only reason why he did it, honestly.
Oh yeah, literally. Reed's throat was out of commission for a while, dude. It got beat up.
Yeah, man. I thought it was a cool story. I feel like other people should find love and life at the same time.
Yeah. What's your blood type?
No idea.
Really?
I really don't know, honestly.
Do you have to go? Yeah, do you have to go like give blood to find out? Maybe.
Probably, yeah. I've given blood before, but in like school, like I don't remember if they probably didn't even. It probably wasn't even sanctioned. It was just like a guy with a bag who was like, "Yeah, you're next,
dude." Do you know what was fucked up is that in high school I showed up to one of those too, and when I got to my little booth, it was empty. I thought it was semen donation, so they walked up, and I was just jaying all over the place. You know what I mean?
Does your head hurt? And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know."
Right above my left eye. I was like, "Just get a credit card. You can just swipe all that into a cup somewhere."
That's gross.
I know. I'm not a shooter. I'm a dumper. Anyway. Well, hold on. I'm AB positive, which is good for me because I can take blood from literally anyone. I can take anyone's blood.
Nice.
But I can only give my blood to other AB positives. And it's like they don't fucking need it because you can get it from everybody. So I'm like, I'm useless.
So you're just a user, literally. Like
I wanna give back, and it's like not even worth it for me to do shit. So
I remember doing it. So I don't remember if they how hard is it for them to like test it? Is it like instant? Is it like a fucking piss strip that they just like dip it in? And like, oh, okay, cool.
I couldn't know less about this topic.
That's
I just
true.
have
So
no
continue.
fucking idea.
How many blood transfusions have been fucked up since the beginning of time?
Dude, speaking of emergency blood transfusions, my fucking idiot of the week is a banger. Okay.
All right, let's do this.
It's going to knock you dead. I got to stop. This is fucked up. So, I work from home now, and I like to put movies on in the background, obviously, just for noise or whatever.
Yeah.
And so the other day I popped on a movie called like The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. It's about this kid in Africa who figured out how to use a windmill to power a water pump so that his there was thousands of people dying of famine, and he like saved his village, you know.
He's your fucking idiot? Because that seems like perfect, honestly.
No, I might bring him in next week. I was already stuck on this guy. It rang a little closer to home. And then I got into this next movie. Because I just was like, after one movie of like sobbing most of the time, I was like, lighthearted comedy? Fuck no.
Yeah, you're just going to keep it going.
Well, I just like have been working through some shit. If I'm being 100 right now.
Sure.
I've just been trying to work through some shit that I've been putting off for quite some time now. Mm-hmm. And you know me. And maybe you're also a glutton for punishment, but when I'm already in the zone, I was like, I can't waste this just complete deterioration of my emotional health right now.
Sure.
And so I clicked on this next movie called Greater, which is a football movie. And I honestly didn't know it was going to be this sad. I figured I'd cry because name a sports movie, it got me. So
sure.
Remember the Titans. Radio. Any Given Sunday. But that's in the locker room scene when the guy turns around. He's got like an 11.5-inch schlong. It broke me as a man. But
I remember
this movie.
I remember crying at Friday Night Lights.
Dude.
What's his name? Booby Miles?
Yeah.
When that dude like is crying because he can't play football anymore. I remember being like, I gotta fucking figure out a different path in my life. Dude. I've put all of my eggs in the fucking professional baseball basket, and I gotta get a personality soon because this is not gonna fucking work.
Enter me. It's my favorite line in Hamilton, by the way. So Greater was a movie about a football player named Brandon Burlsworth.
Shitty name.
Yeah, talk shit about him, please, and I'll tell you why.
Alliteration. Ugh.
Yeah, bitch. Brandon Bitchworth is more like it. So, he was used to being bullied because he was overweight.
Yeah,
he was a good lineman in high school, but wasn't really good enough to get the looks that he wanted. He got like a scholarship or two to some smaller schools, but he was like, no, I want to be an Arkansas Razorback, which is like fucking weird as hell. He's from Arkansas. My dad loved the Razorbacks, by the way, because he lived in Arkansas his first couple years.
Sure.
And so I was like, all right, let's give this movie a shot.
Towns that don't have professional sports teams or I guess states, are just fucking fanatical about fucking college because that's sports. All they have. That's
crazy. And honestly, who gives a fuck, dude? Like, I don't.
Chicago's got like fucking 9 teams. Like, I don't even have to try. I could just throw a rock and I hit a fucking team.
Yeah, like I don't have time to watch Northwestern struggle half the season when I can just watch the Bears suck for the whole year.
Yeah,
know?
For sure.
And so the Bulls are getting everyone hyped up because they got Lonzo Ball. I think they got DeMar DeRozan, Vukovic. We got fucking...
That dude on Tinder tells me everything going on with the fucking Bulls.
Seriously.
I love that kid.
Oh, my God. And wait, on Tinder?
Did I say Tinder?
Uh-oh.
I think
Hopefully
I did say
Steph
Tinder.
Isn't listening. Who are you talking to? That boy from Tinder? Who are you talking to, bro?
Did I say Tinder?
You said Tinder, dude.
I meant Tinder. No.
I meant Tinder. No, Tinder. Wait, no, I meant to say Tinder.
Okay. Fucking Bruce Boschman or whatever the fuck you said his name is.
Your sugar daddy keeps you updated. Sorry, Steph. Anyway, so Brandon Burlsworth, he decides to go to Arkansas. He walks on his freshman year, and he's fat. Like, he's disgustingly fat. Weighs less than I do now, so it hurts a little bit, but just fat. And he walks on, he gets redshirted, he doesn't get a scholarship, and he decides in that moment that he's going to work as hard as he can until he makes the team, right?
Sure.
So he works his ass off. I think his life motto was like, it's about the work you do when nobody's looking. That's what defines you, you know?
Good motto.
He works his way up. Sophomore year, makes the team, gets a scholarship, right? I'm having a hard time because the movie is obviously more romantic than his real life. It's pretty close. It's pretty fucking close. But so,
when does Sandra Bullock show up?
Oh my God, Sandra. Don't even say the name. Call me Randy Johnson if you start talking about Sandra Bullock. Okay. And so Sandra Bullock shows up and she adopts him. And no, so he works his way up. He gets to his 5th year. He finishes his degree in 4 years, gets his master's his 5th year, all while improving so much he becomes a first-team All-American. Arkansas's first All-American, first team since like 1968 or something crazy.
How bad is the rest of that fucking team?
No,
somebody
dude.
that couldn't even make it.
I know,
year
right?
I don't know.
I know. So the whole
Shady
thing is
business.
about working hard. He got down to 260 pounds sophomore year. By his senior year, he was 300 pounds again, but muscle. Gets drafted 63rd by the Indianapolis Colts. At this point in the movie, I'm as high as I can be, right? I'm like so amped, crying tears of joy.
Yeah.
And then he's leaving a workout like the week after he gets drafted, right? And he's driving back home to take his mom to church on a Wednesday night.
Of course.
Drifts over the line and gets fucking killed by an 18-wheeler, dude. Didn't drink, didn't smoke, just studied and worked his ass off for years. Finally gets drafted, doesn't even sign the contract yet. Like, hasn't even signed the guaranteed money contract so that his family's set up for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Drifts over the line, clips an 18-wheeler, drifts back over the line, gets smashed head on by an 18-wheeler, dies.
Jesus.
Was
the mom all right?
No one. It was just him in the car.
Oh, okay.
He was on his way home to pick her up.
Gotcha,
it was like an hour drive or something like that. And you can imagine at this point in the story, I'm like hyperventilating. I'm screaming because I'm like sad and I'm mad and all these emotions that I'm already trying to work through. That's like the whole point of this movie therapy that I'm doing.
Sure.
So I'm like screaming. My neighbors were probably like, what is happening in there? And the movie ends, and so I start doing some research because, I mean, so sad that he died, but what he accomplished. There's awards. The award for the most outstanding walk-on player of the year, the one who makes the most improvement and like makes the biggest impact on their team. Yeah. It's the Brandon Burlsworth award. Like, there's a charity, Arkansas.
When did this happen?
Like 99 is when he died. So he was there from like 94 to 98, 99.
Gotcha.
They encased his locker, retired his jersey, just all this crazy stuff. And this is what this is what fucked me up. Okay. The Colts, like the first game of the season, had Brandon's whole family out because that's who drafted him 63rd.
Sure.
And gave his whole family, which I think was like 4 or 5 people, and to the athletic director from Arkansas, $5,000 apiece, which is a nice gesture.
Quantity of money.
Yeah, it's a really nice gesture, right? But it's like they were about to pay him like $3 million, right?
Sure.
They were like, man, what a discount! You know, thank God this guy died. We only got to fork out $25,000, like $5,000. That's all you got. They're like,
but for what though? Like,
just I think is like because he was gonna set up his family for life, right? He was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, was there any sort of reasoning? Like, your son was good at football, so
yeah. Sorry he died. Here's $5,000. Yeah.
He was $5,000 worth good at football to you because you're once removed from him. No, whatever.
I imagine they're like on the microphone and they're like, listen, we miss Brandon. We barely knew him. You guys must be torn up. We're so sorry. But to help you forget and to make up for it completely, here's 5 giant checks worth $5,000 a piece. I imagine they handed out the big ones. It just said $5,000 on it.
They might as well would have just been like, listen, to make up for it, we've got you guys some Arby's coupons. Bring them out, everyone.
Yeah.
Like, just like, what? I don't
Popeye's Big Chicken Dinner. Yeah, behind door number 3.
That's weird, but whatever. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on that, but that seems so weird to me.
Like, well, no, I agree. That's why I mentioned that part, because I'm like, seems a little fucking random, but
yeah.
But big ups to Brandon for working so hard. It kind of just like reminded me that I've been gifted with so much in my life, you know.
Sure. Our knees don't hurt yet, bro.
Our knees don't hurt yet.
Yeah.
I'm just like so talented and smart and funny and compassionate and humble, and I just haven't done anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, I was given every single thing anyone, like, might be the most gifted person ever in the entire world.
Probably.
And I haven't done shit with it, and it's eye-opening, you know.
For sure.
So I've been eating healthy the last 2 days. I think I cried out all of my vices, and I'm ready to go, ready to make a difference. So
that's good. I'd never heard of that story, but
yeah, neither had I.
Who cares about the Colts? So
yeah. Honestly,
they beat us in the fucking Super Bowl, so
and they cut Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? They cut him from the team. So
and then he went and won a fucking Super Bowl, right, with the Broncos.
Yeah, Tom Brady did it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Rodgers next.
Yeah, how many fucking superstar quarterbacks is that gonna happen to? Where they're just like, listen, we need to move on. Which I understand it to a certain extent. Like, I know some Packer fans I've talked to out here for some reason. There's Packer fans out here.
They're everywhere.
And they are like, I don't know what we're going to do next year after Aaron leaves. Like, I don't know what the fuck. And I'm like I said, I'm a realist. I can respect Aaron Rodgers for being a fucking amazing quarterback.
Yeah.
But I just want to say to all the Packer fans, welcome to what we've been dealing with my whole entire life.
We've never had a quarter, and even the one we had, we fucked him up. So Jay, I'm so sorry.
God damn it. But no, man, that's a crazy story.
Isn't that nuts?
It literally, you never know. Like,
yeah,
it sucks to think about. Grant
he
Imahara,
was not intoxicated.
Do you remember that dude from Mythbusters? The Asian dude that was on Mythbusters?
Sure.
It was like Jamie, Adam, Tori, Grant, and Carrie were like the
I'm not a fucking loser. I don't know them all by name, but the Asian guy, the
Asian guy. Super fucking smart, amazing, like just incredible. And then he had a brain aneurysm and just fucking died one day. Like a couple years ago, out of the blue. Not even sure what an aneurysm is, but we did talk about concussions earlier, and that's how we wrap it up.
Hey, God, what an uplifting episode. Let me ask you one more question before we go.
What's up?
What are you going to do when Jordan Love is like an MVP caliber fucking quarterback, dude?
I might just stop watching football altogether.
Forever. Like, I'm slashing every tire at Lambeau. I don't care how long I go to jail.
Yeah.
I'm slashing every fucking tire.
I think that's the only logical response is an all-out riot.
Yeah.
Blood in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deal with another good Packer quarterback in my life.
Seriously. And I just like, as an Arlington Heights Bears fan, I could not handle it if Jordan Love is good at quarterback.
Oh, God. Let's fucking hope not.
Yeah. Good for you, Matt. You fucking asshole. Fucking prick.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Send us an email, twofuckingidiotspod@gmail.com. And, get a hold of us. Ask us a question. We'll fucking talk about it.
Please. Please do.
Something. We'll read it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Hey,
check
colored
out
balls. Let us know.
Check out the new fucking artwork.
It's
I guess.
so good.
It's themed. I don't know if you knew this, but it's fucking October 1st today, actually. So
I'm gonna post it on Reddit podcasts and hope that people like it. So
no one. Why would anybody like us? Anyway,
they won't. But
thanks,
I'm
guys. Thanks, guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for listening.
We'll see you later.
See you later, guys. Peace.
See ya.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking